Hello. I'd like to introduce you to something truly unique. And I know there's a lot of stuff out there. All kinds of teachers and teachings promising this and that. And I know I'm just one more quiet voice in the wilderness. But if you can give me the kindness of a few minutes of your time, I hope this might be something that touches you right to the core. It's called the Venus sequence. And I've thought long and hard about how to present it to the world in a way that makes it sound appealing. And in the end, I decided I'm just going to come out with the truth, because the Venus sequence is a wound map. It's a map of the patterns of a person's suffering, of a person's inner wounding. And that doesn't sound very appealing to most people. But I tell you, it's invaluable. It's utterly unique. It's a calculation that's made from the time, date, place of your birth. And I'm not going to say any more than that. Now, you can find out how it works and how it came to be, and all of that is available. What I want to tell you here is what it can do for you. And you've probably heard of the law of attraction. This notion that like attracts like, that your thoughts and your emotions draw to you, what your inner reality constructs. Well, the Venus sequence is built upon another law that often supersedes the law of attraction, which is why sometimes it looks like the law of attraction doesn't work. So we don't always get the life that we dream of. In fact, we rarely do. And this law is called the law of unseen grace. And what it says is that in life, you get precisely what you need, always. You get the right experiences, relationships, and events in your life exactly that provide you with the maximum potential for your spiritual growth. Whether you're ready to harvest that growth or not is completely up to you. That's why it's called unseen grace. Because until you deeply come to accept that your life right now is perfect as it is, you don't get to see the grace operating secretly behind it. And that's why the law of attraction really can be nothing more of a distraction, because what you want is very different from what you need. And this is where the Venus sequence can greatly help us. Because the Venus sequence shows you the stages and the steps of how you close down around your heart way back in your early childhood. And how we've then, all of us, developed defense strategies and reflexes, emotionally, mentally, and through our physicality around that place of core wounding. And it doesn't matter what kind of childhood you had. It could be traumatic. It could have been wonderful. The core wound is actually leaving the womb and entering the world, so we all carry it. And it's the very seed of our suffering. And our forgetting of that deep, unconditional love of the womb, that's what drives us out on our quest into the world. Whether that quest leads to misery or whether it leads to magnificence. So once you know your own Venus sequence, you have the map in your hands. It's specific to you. It's highly specific. It's a sequence. And we have to travel back in that sequence to understand how we shut down when we feel threatened. And as we understand each step of our sequence, and there are really only 6 of them, so we learn to disarm that pain and gently coax our heart back to life again. And anyone can do this. It's a journey of self-awareness. So once you can see your pattern at work, it's hard for that pattern to run your life anymore. And then you come to see this law of unseen grace in action, that every relationship challenge, every trauma stored in your body, every struggle you face, the struggles you're facing now, right now, is in fact a gift at some level waiting for you to unwrap it. Because as you open your heart more deeply to the teaching in the pain, so your heart opens and the trauma leaves your system. And then the grace is no longer unseen. Then the law of attraction really begins to work for you because your heart is open and free. So it carries out that signal to the far corners of the universe, and your dreams can be met. So, if this sounds like a journey that you're prepared to make, then please do come and find out more about it. You can get your Venus sequence online right now. It's free. Go to genekeys.com, free profile, get your sequence, you can look at it. But it's a journey, you know, and you should draw a deep breath, because it's a journey for spiritual warriors. You know, you have to be ready to face and understand your own wounds. You have to be ready to stop projecting blame onto others, onto your parents, onto your culture, onto your government, you know, because everything at the deepest level is a gift if we can come to see it. You know, so come and join us on this journey and dive into your Venus sequence. It's a deep dive into love, you know, into who you truly are behind this mask, behind this story, behind this body. You know, because at the end, there's no wound, no matter what it is, that cannot be healed by love.